Taiwan's Eastern TIMA chapter hold a free clinic for Taimali residents for the first time post-Typhoon Nepartak. In South Africa, a Tzu Ching camp was held for young volunteers looking to remain steadfast on the Tzu Chi path. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Marilee Shoda. Thank you for joining us. Starting in 2006, TIMA's Eastern chapter would hold regular free clinics in Taimali. After the devastation brought on by Typhoon Nepartak, the free clinic this year is even more necessary, as many residents have suffered from the aches and pains associated with the hard work of cleaning up. TIMA doctors also found that, besides the typical body pains, many of the residents were simply looking for someone to vent out their frustrations. At 5 in the morning, TIMA members and Tzu Chi volunteers set out for Hualien on a journey to Taitung. While Tzu Chi volunteers prepare for a medical outreach at the Activity Center in Taimali's Dawan community, local residents arrive early for a chance to get some medical advice.
I've been cleaning up the house from top to bottom and running around.
Taimali was among the worst hit areas of the typhoon. Thus, during the cleanup process, many residents developed aches and pains due to their strenuous work.
Most patients are suffering from muscle soreness, while some ailments are due to mental fatigue. After talking to the doctors, some ailments seem to have been half cured.
Love is sometimes the best medicine. In the aftermath of the typhoon, Tzu Chi volunteers visited affected residents and helped clean up the area. This love and care remains in these residents' hearts.
I haven't seen a typhoon this powerful. My home was damaged. There is a big hole. After the wind died down, Tzu Chi volunteers came to check up on me. I felt comforted.
Meanwhile, in the kitchen, residents from Dawang, Xianglan, and Sanhe are taking on the task of cooking for everyone. This is their way of paying it forward.
My home has been destroyed, but I'm safe. Tzu Chi helped me. I don't have money, so I'm contributing my strength.
It's been 2 weeks since the typhoon's destruction, yet Tzu Chi's love and care have remained here in the hearts of these Taitung residents. In the Philippines, Angelique Cabezas was diagnosed with a bone tumor after she went to the doctors to check on a lump that had developed on her left knee. Not having the financial means to get further diagnosis, Cabezas left the tumor untreated for 6 years, and it grew into the size of a small watermelon. It wasn't until recently, when she was referred to Tzu Chi by her children's teacher, that Cabezas was finally able to remove the tumor. Now with Tzu Chi by her side, she's looking to live a more meaningful life. Angelique Cabezas of Bohol of the Philippines has a tumor the size of a small watermelon on her knee. Due to her financial difficulties and fear of the outcome, Cabezas delayed seeking treatment.
I decided not to undergo the operation because I was scared. If it's cancer, I will only have a small chance to live.
Upon a referral by a teacher, Tzu Chi volunteers visited Cabezas to convince her of the urgency of surgery and further medical assistance.
It was a blessing that the volunteers came to Bohol, and I was enlightened by that meeting. It made me realize that I'm strong and brave enough to undergo the operation.
Angeli, ang tingin namin is an educated person. Kung gumaling siya, she can be a very productive person in society. He can do something to pay back to society. Not only personally, the family, the community, the society as a whole.
While Angeli looks forward to the day she can walk without the help of crutches, now she's simply looking to give back.
My family and I are willing to volunteer.
Cabezas may have lost a leg, but in exchange, she gained a second chance at life, one that she will live more meaningfully than before. Staying in the Philippines but moving to Antipolo City, we take a look at another case under Tzu Chi's care. A mother of two, Alma Savido, has to not only look after her own children, but also her disabled brother and bedridden niece. Things had become very difficult for the family, and Alma had been praying for a miracle when Tzu Chi volunteers walked into her life.
34-year-old Martino had an accident 3 years ago that left him paralyzed from the waist down.
On June 28, 2013, I fell from a tree and hurt my spine, causing me to become disabled. The next day, I went to a hospital and stayed there for 3 months. The hospital advised me to have surgery, but we were unable to pay for it.
Looking after Martino is his sister, Alma Savido, who also has to look after her niece, Ruplin. Ruplin suffers from cerebral palsy.
We constructed a place for her to use the bathroom because adult diapers are too expensive for us to frequently purchase. What we do is wash the diapers for reuse to lessen our financial burden.
This is one of the impoverished families that Tzu Chi volunteers found in Antipolo City. They brought aid supplies for this family right after their previous home visitation, hoping to give them a surprise. Alma never cries in front of others. However, she burst out crying when she saw all the aid supplies Tzu Chi volunteers have brought them.
Hindi po namin i-expect na maging matanggap po nyo kami na matulungan nyo po kami. Hindi po namin i-expect talaga yun.
We are so glad. My husband said you would visit us again, and I was surprised you did come and have brought us many items. As soon as I saw you coming, I cried. I told myself this is perhaps the answers to our prayers. We appreciate all of you.
Matulungan nyo po kami. Kaya po nagpapasalamat po talaga ako sa inyo na tinulungan niyo po kami.
Ito siguro may bago ako.
Now that I have a new wheelchair, I can move and go outside when it isn't raining.
Ulan, pili ako makalabas na kahit dito lang sa labas. Thank you po. Okay, batong ang paag.
With Tzu Chi volunteers' assistance and love, this family has promised to pursue a better tomorrow for their lives.
We switch our focus to Malaysia. Recently, heavy rains led to flooding in Teluk Bahang of Penang. As this region do not normally suffer from flooding, this devastation left many residents helpless. In order to help, Tzu Chi volunteers visited the affected residents and distributed much-needed aid supplies. After the love and care from Tzu Chi, these victims have a more positive mindset to face their difficulties.
The recent heavy rain led to serious flooding in Teluk Bahang of Penang. More than 400 families have been affected. Tzu Chi volunteers mobilized to survey disaster areas and make home visitations, along with the guidance of a community committee's representative. Debris can still be seen in this woman's house, and the damaged pieces of furniture are piled up at the door.
There are more than 8,000 Malaysians, 5,000 Chinese, 380 Indians, and around 100 foreigners of other nationalities.
To speed up their timetable, Tzu Chi volunteers have calculated the total number of affected families and put them on the list to prepare for the disaster relief work. The Tzu Chi volunteers express love and care by performing a sign language song for the affected residents. Although some may not understand the meaning of the signs, they can feel the love and compassion when volunteers are distributing consolation cash and aid supplies to them.
I came here not for the distribution of consolation cash. Instead, I think the most important reason why I came here is because there are people that have come to help and care for us.
My house was flooded and the water was up to my knees. I appreciate Tzu Chi's assistance and I hope God will help you as well.
Kamaraya feels grateful after receiving assistance from Tzu Chi for the first time. She has pledged to repay Tzu Chi's assistance. After the distribution and receiving bamboo coin banks from Tzu Chi, people have recovered their strength and are ready to face the difficulties ahead.
The Ministry of Education's inadequate resources, coupled with low university enrollment rates, have led to serious problems for schools in Taiwan. To confront this problem, the ministry is actively encouraging schools to establish their own startup companies, in a move that can create revenue for the school by marketing the work of students. However, there is a concern that in such an atmosphere, the focus on education may shift to a focus on profit-making. Is this cutting-edge approach to prepare students for the workforce, or is this simply the marketing of student labor for the benefits of a struggling school system?
This is the lab at the Cheng Kung University's Mechanical Engineering Department. There used to be a lot more students than there are currently. Now a portion of the students and teachers here are providing research and development for business applications outside the university.
它会有两两之间的距离，那我们透过游标卡尺，然后去量测说像这两两之间它的距离是多少。
He is working on a plate guide for positioning teeth implants. With this product, tooth implants can be guided into position more precisely. This will increase speed and safety of implant procedures. Currently, this product is available through Choice Biotech Limited, a company established through Cheng Kung University.
Students and teachers spend so much time researching and developing things. Why do the research and develop something that no one will be able to use or ever see? After 20 years or so, the work may be totally lost. So marketing the work of research students is a way to ensure that the research continues and is made useful.
也是很意外啦，因为刚好
Having this opportunity was rather unexpected. The older students all viewed this as a meaningful step towards a future career.
Many universities have begun the practice of establishing subsidiary companies within school departments. One such department is the Fashion Design Department at Shijian University. The company Praxis is not only marketing clothing made by students, but it is also exhibiting their creations in international fashion shows.
这个概念店呢，主要的呢是让设计系。
The idea behind this concept shop is to give the students of the Fashion Design Department a chance to market their work. From design to exhibition to sales, the process is all done under the guidance of the professors. It really gives them practical experience in their field, not only in a domestic setting, but also in the international market as well.
从他们进入实践大学的服装设计系，有一条龙的这样的训练。
At the department's workspace, you can always find students busy working not only on their own projects, but also eagerly manufacturing products to meet market demands. Meet graduate student Shen Jingjuan. Despite her gentle exterior, she is spirited when it comes to design. After some work experience in the design industry, she has now returned to continue studying as a research student. To become a designer, you can't simply follow the trends. You have to design something with a vision in mind. You have to consider brand positioning and how your design will mesh with existing trends. This is a part of developing a brand's DNA. The subsidiary companies within school departments are conceived as a way to gain recognition for the school, as well as to offer students experience in the real markets. While students may develop inspiration for their work in a genuine business setting, some worry that the changing of roles from student-teacher to employee-employer may ultimately distort the fundamental nature of a university education.
I
don't think that one person can fill more than one role. A part-time instructor from a private business would have to cut time of their schedule to teach. Also, if teachers are too focused on business aspect, they may lose sight of their role as an educator. There is no way to be 100% teacher and 100% employer. I don't think it is as simple as most people may imagine. I think that research unrelated to the actual market is too easy and won't strengthen one's abilities. But on the other hand, when they are manufacturing designs for the market, there can often be too many aspects to handle in their educational phase. So the balancing is where problems arise, and we work to solve them each as they arise.
Turning school departments into small enterprise businesses is one method that the Ministry of Education has suggested to offset the difficulty of lowering enrollment numbers and declining birth rates that schools must confront.
那在转型里面，我们有提供一些学校可以转型试。
We have introduced plans like this in order to provide schools with different options to weather the changes in population that will affect them. This option will give schools and teachers an opportunity to market their research and work on the market. This may incentivize creativity for schools and could have positive applications for entire industries, not simply financial benefits for the departments themselves. This is a plan that will hopefully maintain and possibly increase the positive contributions of schools to society in the face of demographic shift.
As students' enrollment numbers drop, schools are preparing to face the difficult times ahead 1 year at a time, adapting strategies suitable to them as they go. It will be a difficult process, but the schools left standing are sure to be better for the ordeal. In Taizhou, Taiwan, students from Hongguang University have been teaching elementary school students in remote areas every summer for more than 10 years. This year, college students from the Department of Information Management traveled there to teach Xiechen Elementary School students computer skills. While there, the children learned and discovered their interest in computers. Volunteer teachers also find the experience rewarding.
Make a card for someone that you want to express your appreciation for on the computer.
然后你要换一些跟你背景的字比较不一样的，这样爸爸才看得更清楚。
About to enter 5th grade, Wu Jiaxian never thought he could make a beautiful card. He's proud of his work.
I feel very content with making the card on the computer. I feel I'm quite good.
Wu and his brother have both joined the free computer camp. This summer activity helped his elder brother discover his interest in computers.
I can learn a lot of skills that I can apply later, such as a software that helps us make presentation files.
2/3 of the students at Xiechen Elementary School have joined the free 1-week computer camp.
We don't want them to feel that information is just about using smartphones. We should let them do something with their hands.
With one-on-one teaching provided by the university students, the children have learned a lot.
We teach them this way so they can learn more. In this remote region, their computer education may not be as advanced as those in the city. We help them learn more.
Bridging the digital education gap between remote areas and the city, students from Hongguang University have been coming here to teach every summer for more than 10 years.
We have built up bonds between us. I like this kind of feeling.
These volunteer college students sleep on the floor in the classrooms and get up early the next morning to prepare breakfast. Despite their fatigue, they serve willingly.
We do not need monetary compensation. We are given a different type of reward that is indescribable.
Usually teachers teach. This time we let them experience and think about how to handle the situation when they become teachers.
As these university students spend their summer teaching children in remote areas, they not only relish in the joy of giving, but they have also learned a precious life lesson.
A 4-day Tzu Ching camp was held in Johannesburg, South Africa, with over 100 young participants. Various courses, including a visit to a cerebral palsy center, touched the hearts of the participants deeply.
The students at this Tzu Ching camp follow Tzu Chi volunteers to the United Cerebral Palsy Association of South Africa. The students push the residents out to enjoy the sun. Because they are close in age, they have a lot to talk about.
And that touched my heart because you can see he's sick, he can't move, sitting in a wheelchair, whereby his dream is to help other sick people like him. Yeah, so that touched me very lot.
Over 100 students came to the Tzu Ching camp this year. The classes were designed by the Tzu Ching alumni, so they are fun trips to visit the underprivileged as well as competitions. They are making Chinese fried noodles and also hot and sour soup.
看看这个颜色，还有这个光泽，
色香味俱全。
对，素肉、香菇、竹笋、红萝卜，还有豆腐，豆腐还没放。
The various lessons in this 4-day camp deeply touched their hearts over and over again.
I'd like to take this chance to thank my dad for raising me.
Appreciate what you have and appreciate what your parents give you and what the society can provide you.
I'm happy to get to know everyone who always thinks positively. They are truly good friends.
These students made a lot of friends at the camp. Tzu Chi volunteers also see hope in them.
At the beginning, they weren't very interested in it, but after a while, they discovered it was quite fascinating and hoped we could keep them excited and motivated.
As more and more young people join Tzu Chi, it will become easier to do Tzu Chi work in South Africa.
Recently, a group of seniors from Fengling and Nanchang visited the Jingse boat in Hualien to further understand Tzu Chi's missions. Among them was a 90-year-old grandfather who especially brought his calligraphy work to gift to the foundation.
We are self-sufficient here. We work. We don't have an offering box.
Dharma masters share with visiting seniors the motto of the Jingse boat, which hasn't changed since its establishment. On this visit, Senior Gao brought his calligraphy work to present to Tzu Chi.
I'm glad I had the opportunity to express my gratitude to the master for her good work.
It's up to everyone to protect the planet. Our recycling volunteers are doing it, and so are we. You can also do recycling at home.
By doing just a little at a time, everyone can become great benefactors.
70 plastic bottles can be turned into a blanket. It's really amazing. By recycling, we can send our blessings to more corners of the world. It's something everyone can do.
Tzu Chi volunteers have long cared for seniors in their community. This time, seniors from Fengling and Nanchang were invited to visit the Jingse boat in Hualien. Though it was the first time for many of the visitors, some seniors have long felt the love and care of Tzu Chi.
Starting with donations of just 50 cents, Tzu Chi was able to build a hospital here to look after the health of eastern Taiwan. It has been a great help.
Through visiting Tzu Chi's spiritual home, local residents are learning more about its missions. At the end of the program, we joined Tzu Chi volunteers in Pingdong, who recently held a tea gathering to further encourage all the residents to keep up their good habits of recycling. Volunteers also shared more ideas on how to clean the recyclables before it reaches the sorting stage to make the effort easier on the bodhisattvas doing the job. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us.